How can we have someone who is the age of our father being a youth representative for us? Good evening, everyone. My name is Kelvin Nthiga, a student at Karatina University and from Manyata constituency, Gaturi South Ward. Thank you, Madam Frida, for this opportunity, for this forum, and everyone who is in. And I would like to say that following that report of the employment without recruitment, I think we can see why we have lagging behind health facilities in our county, why we have programs not going forward in our county, them being health sector being the one leading, then education, and then followed by other sectors. Because seeing that we had 60 million paid to these people, this the money which could fund the health facilities in our county, in our constituencies, and also in other sectors. It was the other day I was just seeing, sikumbuki niliona wapi, but on that matter concerning the youth yenye umesema about youth representative, what percentage the youth should be represented in the government, and someone posted, sikumbuki alikuwa nani, but he was claiming to be the youth representative in Embu County, and many young people online, ilikuwa Facebook, yeah, and many young people online walikuwa like, so how can we have someone who is the age of our father being a youth representative for us? How does this person understand the challenges the young people are going through, yet is from a different generation with different ideologies and different perspective of viewing things? And another thing you can view in our county, most especially when it comes to the student, to the youth who are students, you can be able to analyze that when you look in other counties like Murang'a County, most of the times you see reports that the county government has given 10 million for bursaries to their students, to their high-level learning institution bursary students. But when it comes to Embu County, you never see such opportunities. And I think some things should not be happening that way. And on the side of the youths and on the side of the accountability, I just wanted to inquire whether there is any part of the County Act that that says that asks the county government to represent financial report publicly or through county gazette, whereby the citizen can be able to understand if it was the year 2025, 2026, this was the money which was used, if it was in Kiritiri dispensary or if was in Emburi dispensary for improving the infrastructure or anything else. Uh, on matters health, it was the other day I was somewhere in a dispensary, star mention ni wapi, and I had an open wound that needed to be stitched. And the worrying thing was that in that ward in the dispensary there are no things for, hakuna hizo staff za kustitch watu ama hizo za kushona. And when this government came in I don't remember whether it was 2022 ama 2023, nimeona Nikishovia amejoin, and any other youth can testify this. There were programs that were happening through the office of the youth, the office of Gasheri, whereby they were going to every ward, and in every ward they were making sure they were programmed for youth, and they were coming up with speakers who are speaking to the youth concerning drugs, employment, and everything else. But since then, it happened immediately the government entered. But since then, I've not seen that happen again. And I was just wondering, uh, the youth department, hizo funds ilikuwa inatumia that time when they entered into government, what happens to them in these other years, whereby these are not happening. Yeah, that is my view on the topic, and I think the public needs enlightenment. The citizen who are the employers, they need enlightenment and accountability. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Kevin. Kindly, members, give him a hand, a clap with some emojis. And thank you so much, Kelvin, for that insight. And all the questions that you've asked have all of them expanded to the capability of the people who are doing this job. Kama ni hospitali haina vitu, could it even be the problem of a hand-picked individual who does not understand their job, so they can never even predict what is required to do that job? If you send me, Dr. Frida, to be a medical officer at the hospital, ama nikasimamie lab, mi isipokuwa kujua kuna kitu itwa reagents, do I even know anything past that? I cannot be able to perform. Then, of course, you've asked about the people who are speaking to the youth. It goes back to, is the person who is doing that job, other than passion? Anybody can cultivate passion. So other than passion, is there something else that distinguished this person as the most suitable for this job? Who does Gasheri work with? One thing that I realized in profession is, if you're not qualified, quote unquote, in what you're doing, hata ukiulizwa jina yako na job description yako, you feel so intimidated. So somebody like me, because I know what I'm qualified for and I wouldn't take what I'm not qualified for, then nobody anaweza kuja kuniuzia uoga about the job that I'm doing. So all those questions, including even the funds for the young people, other than just relying on government and county coffers for finances for the young people, do these people even know fundraising? Does the CC even qualify for that job? Because there's qualifications for these jobs. You may not have a bachelor degree in youth development, but you can have somebody who's done sociology and has done a lot of work with the young people. Somebody who's done agribusiness, but has done a lot of agribusiness work for the young people. So do even the officers that we have, do they even have that qualification, that requirement? Do they meet it? Are their records available so that we scrutinize? Because in this meeting and in this forum, what we say is, we will keep telling them what they are not doing until they embarrass us with what they are doing. We don't mind to be embarrassed. Mi nasemanga, you shut me up, but shut me up with facts, with what you're doing. Because me, I'm seeing what you're not doing. It's not my business to advertise what you're doing right. It is your business. So all those questions, Kevin, that you've asked, and when we are going towards the end of this session, we need to chat our way forward. Surrounding what we are talking about, these 911 employees who are employed without any interviews, which means possibly they didn't have any qualification. Possibly they're the ones they landed in those positions. So let's think about how we move forward.